Good. So watch this. If you're not where you want to be, it's because you're not who you need to be right now. And dreaming and hoping is not going to change your situation. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with dreaming. We'll talk about that. I'm not talking about, not having a vision. You need to have a vision. But listen to me. You are where you are because of who you are. And if you're going to get somewhere else, you're going to have to change something.
That's why you ain't successful. You're watching LeBron make his dreams become a reality. You're watching the Black Mamba make his dreams become reality. If you put the same time LeBron put in, and I started studying, and I realized as an African-American male, I need to get a master's degree and a PhD in order to do what I'm doing. And guess what? I had to get up even though it was hard, and I had to take ownership of my life, take ownership of my time, take ownership of my day. You got a phone and you're not learning the second language, that's your fault. You got a phone and you don't know how to do calculus, that's your fault. You got a cell phone, a smartphone, you can go on the internet and all you're doing is being social on it, while Zuckerberg is making billions of dollars on it. Showtime. Listen to me, one more thing, but I'll leave you with this. It's time to take ownership.
So if you're going to be free, you're going to have to free yourself. And I'm telling you, if you're in this room right now, you can be, you can have, you can do whatever you want, but you're going to have to free yourself and stop being a victim and waiting for somebody else to open up an opportunity for you, to open up that door for you. Are you hearing me? Some of you have been knocked out by life, and you got up and saw the blood, and he hit me. Sometimes in life, you have to hit back. It's not always going to be easy. They're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give you success. They're not going to put it on the platter. But if you're willing to work for it, if you're willing to put the sweat, the blood, the tears, if you're willing to earn it, they don't give away Bentleys. They're never on sale.
And so principle number one, I don't need you just standing there. I don't need you to stand there. This is what I need you to do. Hear me and hear me closely. What I told my son was, son, you have to understand that your greatest commodity, not your shoes, not your car, not your clothes, it's your mind, son. Your mind is the most important thing you have, and you got to control it. There's something that is blocking your next level, and it's you, and you want to keep saying it's somebody else. It's this company I work for. They ain't showing me no love. They ain't showing you no love because you ain't doing something to make them show you love. They see how all over the place you are, and they're going to take advantage of it. They see you ain't got no structure. You ain't got no 5-year plan, 10-year plan. You ain't got your stuff together. They see it. So over here, real quick. Somebody be honest over here about why you can't get to that next level. What's that thing? Was that you have to be very cautious about how you use your emotions. Now listen to me, men and women, listen to me very closely. You gotta hear what I'm telling you. Emotions is something that the Creator gave us. It's a beautiful thing. But when you get to the point where your emotions don't allow you to perform at a high level, we got a problem, right? So when you get emotional to the point where you cannot produce, then we got a problem. So what I'm trying to tell you, when you hear me in the spirit of the living God, you play around right now, one day you're going to wake up in your dream. You're going to be in the NBA Finals, game 1, and you're going to do something stupid because you've been doing something stupid the last 15, 20 years of your life. So I'm telling you right now to work on your habits.
Get something from it. You already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. I challenge you. I challenge you. I challenge you to be the best you can be. I challenge you to lead this room on a height, an awareness that you've never had before. I challenge you to behave in ways you've never behaved. I challenge you to pick up traits that you've never picked up before and do everything you could possibly do before you leave this place and impact as many people as you can. So don't be average, don't be good, don't be great. Be phenomenal.
Oh, catch what I just said. When you are under immense pressure, what you do is you go back, you revert back to who you really are. And so we got to make sure that we allow you to practice now, so when your game 7s come, like my brothers who didn't do well in school, they were able to still rebound, and they were able to fight hard, and they were able to do what they needed to do to still get in the medical field. So principle number 1, I don't need you to be deep. Number 1, I just need you to be aware. You don't have to personally be perfect. Are you hearing me? There are those of you right now, you should have cut a CD. You should have wrote a book. You should have got in school and got that degree. You should have started your own business. There's so many things you should have done. You should have done, but you didn't do it because you're scared. You believe that you said scared of what? I ain't scared. You are scared. You are scared. You're scared of failure. You're scared to make a mistake. You're scared that you're not perfect. And I'm telling you today, you ain't got to be perfect. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You don't have to be perfect to get what you want, to do what you want, to have what you want, to be what you want. You don't have to be perfect. It's a lie. You don't have to be perfect, but what you have to do is perfect the day. That's what I want you to do. You'll never be perfect. As long as you're alive, there's always progress. You can always get better. But listen to me. I want you to practice perfecting the 24 hours. You hear me? 60 minutes in a day, 1,440 seconds. That's what I want you to concentrate on. I want you to concentrate on the now. Where you come from, you all A's and B's. Where you come from, you just know it or you don't know it. Where I come from is will. Where I come from, you do it 3 weeks earlier than everybody else. And you keep turning it in over and over again. And they show you red and you turn it back in. And then you turn it back in. Iteration after iteration, edit after edit. So the day my life changed, because I wasn't always the #1 motivational speaker in the world. I was homeless, living in an abandoned building, eating out of trash cans. When did my life turn around? The day I stopped saying my daddy wasn't in my life. I remember praying one day. I'm out praying 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking to the Creator at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I ain't where I want to be. And I'm like, God, I ain't where I want to be. And he was like, you stop being a victim. I said, what you mean a victim? Well, it ain't my fault my mom got pregnant at 17. It ain't my fault my daddy wasn't there. It ain't my fault they couldn't get along. It ain't my fault. He said, boy, you grown. You ain't 10 no more. The decisions you make right now is up to you. You crying about something that happened to you when you was a kid. You ain't even no kid no more. You a grown man. Take full ownership. The stupid stuff you doing, your parents didn't make you play no video games. And what you crying about? So what your daddy wasn't there? Your mama ended up getting married. What you crying about? He went to work every day. He never beat you. He never abused you. Your mama did the best she knew how to do. What you crying about? You grew up in a house. What you crying about? You was never sexually assaulted. What you crying about? Did somebody beat your butt because you did something you wasn't supposed to do? What you crying about? Nobody just came home and started whipping you. Man up. Principle number 2, man up, stop crying. I dropped out, and when I dropped out, guess what happened? I'm trying to tell y'all, when I dropped out of school, I started seeing stuff happen in my life, and I'm like, you said you weren't gonna be nothing like your daddy. You on the same path. You said with your mouth you weren't gonna be like him, but it looked like you about to be just like him. You gotta switch. What do I do, God? Do the opposite of what you're doing. Go to school. But what happened? What happened to you in that moment was you were yourself, and it killed you. You listen to me. Y'all got to hear what I'm telling you. When you at home, you ain't in a hotel. When you at home, you eating home-cooked food. When you at home, you practicing on your field. When you at home, it's your sweet spot. That's your home. That's your place. And you come in and shoot 0 for 10? And I'm telling you, when you walk out this room, stop needing a carrot. Stop needing money. Stop needing a trip. Stop needing somebody to give you a sticker on your head. Stop needing to hear you an honor student. And do it for the pride of who you are. Do it because you can. Get all A's because you can. I don't care what your friends are doing.